Hello! Welcome to another episode of Music Wreck on Deck. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm your host, Brad, and here we go. We're doing another band that we haven't done yet in this series of mine, and I'm recommending to you Soul Kitchen by The Doors off their debut album in 1966. I love The Doors. I love Jim Morrison. I love Robbie Krieger. I love John Densmore. I think that's all. Might be forget one. Anyways, love them. Fantastic band. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like The Doors. Not necessarily don't like The Doors, but don't like Jim Morrison either. He's kind of a character. And a lot of people didn't really think he's a great singer. These are just things I've heard throughout my years of living on this earth. But people, there's a whole nother crowd of people who are like, wow, The Doors are fantastic. Which they are. They are fantastic. I see why people might not like them, but I also see why people do like them. And they're one of those groups that they're just like the albums are different compared to live. I've watched some live stuff on YouTube, and it's there's some good time. Like the music's amazing, but sometimes Jim, he just kind of does his own thing. Like my uncle JP. Shout out to Uncle JP. He's told me multiple times that he's seen The Doors, and I don't want to say it wrong here, but I remember him telling me that he went and saw The Doors, and they were, I don't know how late, they were very late. I think it was like an hour and a half late. Well, Jim Morrison was an hour and a half late. And then they come on stage, and I think they played a couple songs, and then Jim Morrison falls on top of the drum set, the drums fall apart, and then they take a 20-minute intermission to put it back up, and I guess, I don't know if they came back or not, but yeah, my uncle saw The Doors, which is pretty cool, so that's awesome. But yeah, it's stuff like that, Jim Morrison was constantly being a character on stage, but it goes farther behind that, because his lyrics are amazing. He's a poet. My mom's given me it's a book, and it's one of his poetry books, and it has all these poems that Jim Morrison wrote, and some of them are really messed up. Some of them are talking about I don't even know, some weird freaking shit. But he's a drug addict. He's on every drug possible at any time. He's oh, you got a Percocet, give me that. You got, well, actually, I don't know if those existed back then. Sorry, I've been watching Shameless, and Frank's a little addicted to everything. But yeah, Jim Morrison, he's just an animal. He literally just inhaled as much drugs as possible. So when he wrote his songs, he was pretty messed up. This is why I kind of like this album, because I love multiple albums of The Doors, but as The Doors' career goes on, it's kind of weird how it switches. This is kind of really more psychedelic, but he's not as messed up on psychedelics, I don't think, at this time. Whereas, or maybe he was, I don't know. I have no idea. But it just seems like that. This seems very psychedelic, and then the other albums, then Morrison Hotel is kind of, it kind of re-centers itself on The Doors again, but it's all good. And then the last album, L.A. Woman, which is one I've been on the hunt for forever on vinyl, is it's fantastic. I love that album. But I love all the Doors albums, really. Needless to say, all that was needless to say, basically. But go check out The Doors. Go check out Soul Kitchen from The Doors off their 1966 debut album, self-titled. That's a fantastic album. Break On Through is on that, as well as 20th Century Fox, I love that tune. Alabama song, Light My Fire is the big hit on there. Backdoor Man is also a really fantastic hit. And The End as well. It's a great one. But if you go watch it in concert, like you go watch some of their stuff on YouTube, man, like Jim is like doing these weird dances and like he's off in his own world while he's playing. And he was a showman. But I don't know if necessarily he meant to be. He just was so fucked up. So yeah. Anyways, take a listen to Soul Kitchen by The Doors. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll be back with another episode of Music Wreck on Deck. Thank you and goodbye.